live stream onto YouTube, Zoom to YouTube. I want to talk about sales. Sales, some of the problems people are facing, and some of the research I've found in recent days, helping clients, but also helping other people grow their businesses. And I'm going to share the screen. We don't want that Fathom note taker there for the moment, so we'll get rid of that. And what I will do is start to share my screen and some of the things that I've come across that really are super important if you're serious about growing your business. And by way of background, if you're serious about growing your business, you might want to check out our Performance Development Consultants website. We say literally no matter where you are on the journey, we can help you with your business, whether you're in the business of growing and strategy, whether it's sales and marketing, whether you're looking to scale with systems, whether it's a people issue, money and measurement, right through to kick-off events, sales launches, a whole range of events that we can do. We've got over 47 different consultants that can help you grow your business no matter where you are, right through to exiting the business. We've got someone right now talking to a fellow saying, Lee, we actually want to get out of our business over the next 2 years and move on to something else, but we need to get it in a shape and a position that's going to maximize return. So we've got people at all stages of the journey. We can help you out, and including some of the other people that we've worked with over the years, in both in terms of education, government, not-for-profits, and also sporting teams. So check out what we do, and there's a whole range of diagnostics that we have, strategic planning, certainly in the sales and marketing area, a whole lot of fantastic people on that team that can help you out as well. Literally, you're saying get an extra 46% or $1 million in sales, or you don't pay us. But that's not what I want to talk to you about today. What I've done is gone through a whole lot of data around sales and sales training, and it's so frustrating and annoying, some of the pieces of data that we've come up with, not the least of which is people say, oh, we think we're spending $70 billion a year on training, and particularly sales training, but that's actually not true. We've looked at that in more data, and it's just a bit of bullshit. But what is important is this sales training black hole. And what we're talking about here is, that we know there's at least $4 billion a year in the US spent on sales training, and shows the average spend is somewhere between $1,000 and $1,499, with an additional $1,000 and $1,499 spent on sales kickoffs per employee. But what we know is here, look at this. Statistics have been used for a decade, broadly accepted that participants in a traditional curriculum-based training forget more than 80% of the information they were taught within 90 days, and the data also then shows 70% is forgotten in a week. So there it is, $1,500 per employee, and it's at least somewhere between $4 billion and $70 billion spent on sales training each year, closer to $4 billion than 70, because it's just a number that someone's pulled out from somewhere. They say just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of that money is wasted. So you go, what do we do about it? Well, again, going to the next stage, on the one hand, well, let's just go to some of these other fantastic statistics. There's so many stats that we've got around sales and sales statistics. But why don't we just go to here, sales training statistics. In a survey last year, 60% of B2B respondents spent at least 3 hours a week on rep coaching and training. This number increases to 71% for business to consumer firms. The ROI on sales training stands at 353%, meaning that for every dollar a company spends on training, it receives $4.53 back. And there's plenty of data to support that. Take a look at that again. The ROI for sales training stands at 353%, meaning that for every dollar a company spends on training, it receives about $4.53 back. Then take a look at this. Continuous training leads to a 50% increase in net sales per employee. 50% increase in net sales per employee. Without ongoing learning, employees forget 84% of sales training within 3 months, emphasizing the need for regular reinforcement. We call that the R factor. R, result, relationship equals frequency times quality of contact. Frequency times quality of training. Not one-off sheep dip training, but what we're talking about is frequent quality training. Now, how do we make it quality training? Well, one, high growth companies are twice as likely to provide customized training to their employees, recognizing the importance of a tailored learning experience. high growth companies are twice as likely. Gee, is that a fluke? They're twice as likely. How does that work? Because they're regularly training. Just imagine a golfer. Oh, I did a practice session 2 years ago. I did practice session 1 year ago. I did a practice session 3 months ago. Or a brain surgeon. I did learn something about brain surgery 20 years ago. Come on, it's regular training. So you want high performing sales, you need to do frequent quality training with your people. Oh, it's too much, mate. It's too hard. Just if they don't survive, we'll just get another person in. Problem with that is churning your salespeople. First of all, you get a bad reputation in the marketplace. They're good for good people don't want to join you. But secondly, what does that do to your customers? A new sales rep every month or 2 months or 3 months. What does that say to the client, the customer? Not only that, how do you build long-term solid relationships with your customers if the sales team are constantly turning over? Take a look at this. Sales enablement strategy. Organizations with a sales enablement strategy achieve a 49% higher win rate on forecasted deals. 49% higher. If you're a board member and you know that there's something you can do to get a 49% higher win rate on forecasted deals, wouldn't you do something about it? Or more to the point, aren't you obligated to do something about it? Underscoring the importance of structured training programs. Underscoring the importance of structured training programs. In addition, 50% of all prospect engagement is generated with just 10% of sales enablement content. Question then is, what is the sales enablement content that will actually make the difference? Indicating the need for better content utilization. So again, that's exactly one of the things we talk about is how we work with you to fine tune, customize, take our CZ6 color zone system and apply it, customize it to maximize impact for you. Then AI adoption in sales training. 81% of sales teams are investing in AI with benefits including improved sales data quality and personalized customer interactions. Now, just on that, only in the last couple of weeks, I've done a podcast. I'll just go to the Spotify so you can check it out, both on Spotify and on um, YouTube. You can get access to my Leading Your Best Life podcast, and you can see one. I'll start with this one. 7 reasons why you should consider an outsourced sales manager. Here it is, cracking the code, how GPT chat and AI is reshaping modern marketing. Fantastic lessons on that. Look, 7 minutes and 2 seconds. I think you can handle that. And this other one we've just developed here on why you should consider an outsourced sales manager. Only in the last 2 weeks, we had an operations manager that did have a solid background in sales, but was so busy doing the operations, couldn't do the sales coaching, couldn't do the sales management. And so the client is bringing me in as an outsourced sales manager, taking our color zone sales system, sales management system, and looking to embed it into their organization. So when we're talking about that, here's the color zone system, the CZ6 system, and it's a whole systematic approach to sales as well as sales management. There's a whole process there we have in terms of sales management. Each of the color zones, there's a range of tools in each of those zones in terms of sales enablement, and we convert them into regular systematic drills. Now you say, Lee, does this work? Well, here we go. First of all, we've worked with over 400 clients over the last 40 years and made incredible differences. Here's just some. Look, the Welding Solutions WA owner wanted to grow the business and have far better, more predictable sales system. What we did, exposed him to the Secrets of Sales system program. We helped him with business owner coaching. We gave him access to the 24/7 online academy. And then we also did monthly online coaching. What happened? Made an extra $1 million within 6 months of starting, a 300% increase in business. He outgrew his old facility, moved to a brand new facility, grew interstate, scaled his sales and his sales system, and has had record growth now for 3 years. It's a beautiful story. BSI, British Standards Institution, right across Asia. You can see it. BSI needed a culture of high-performing, value-based selling of their range of products and services. They were B2B sales across Asia Pacific. They sell standards, ISO 2000 and 9001 and so on. There were no common standards and systems for meeting prospects. and having a value-based selling conversation to convert and win business. They wanted to empower and enable their sales team across the 13 APAC countries. So what we did, sales planning, sales systems, sales coaching and mentoring, sales culture, sales leadership, sales train the trainer, 24/7 online access to the academy. What happened? 40% increase in sales year on year, 3 years of record sales, and they were at 176% of budget target. Were they happy? Absolutely. David Horlock, managing director, says we are 40% up on last year, 176% on budget target, thanks to the training, coaching, the sales excellence program with Lee Farnell. And by the way, these programs have twice won the LearnX Best Sales Training in Australasia Awards. McDonald's, you think those guys will already be going well when it comes to business. Look at this. McDonald's wanted to increase the sharing of best practices amongst the franchise owners in WA and improve the standard and system of business planning. What we did best practice franchise owner masterminding. We did best business improvement programming. We did business planning program. The results: increase in sales, increase in franchisor cooperation and best practice sharing, fast tracking of the induction and the onboarding of new franchisees, a 4% improvement in PBF, profit before financials, in the first 2 months, and a significant improvement in revenue and profits. This is Greg Battle, who was the chairman or the head of the franchisors in WA. It's a fantastic testimonial from him. So, guys, we've worked in a whole range of different industries, from professional services, consulting, real estate, telecommunications, working with wineries, lighting, insurance, retail, supermarkets, law, mining, franchising, retail fashion, surf retail, liquor retail, mining services, IT, recruiting, accounting, a whole range of different industries. So if you're serious about moving forward, there's a range of ways we can get involved with you. There's 8 ways to install the CZ6 system into your business and watch those results grow. We have the CZ6 sales training program, which we customize with you. It can be done in person or virtually or a hybrid or by self-study. We pair it with the coaching and the reinforcement and the support for best results. We've got our sales coaching program, which then works on one-on-one or group coaching, real-time coaching. We've got our CZ6 sales consulting, looking at your system, giving you a report, getting you to be able to tap in on the knowledge we have of over 400 different clients from 47 different industries and give you a report. Now, whether you want us to work with you to then implement that report, that's up to you. But at least you get an outside view on your existing sales system, sales enablement system. We've also then got the licensing of the program, where you purchase the license and then you can get instant access to the program and use it and embed it within your own learning program or learning platform. We have a sales train the trainer program, which means we then certify your trainers internally to be using the CZ6 system, so they're licensed to be able to use that. Your company's licensed to be able to use the IP, the tools, the systems. CZ6 sales reinforcement, where we work with you on micro projects, deliberate practice exercises, micro learning, gamification, the use of AI. We ensure the learning is in practice and reinforced over time. Frequent quality contact, strengthens the skill adoption, knowledge retention, and the practical real-world application. We really apply it to your real life day. Let's say, I'm going out to deal with customer A tomorrow. This is the problem we have. What would be a better way to deal with it? I've just dealt with customer B. This is what I did. How could I have done differently or better? Then we also have our CZ6 sales recruiting program. We've got a fantastic recruiting channel that can not only come and find the best salespeople, but then help you onboard and induct them and retain them, so you don't have a revolving door and you settle those salespeople into your organization. And that process of the recruiting, the induction, the onboarding, and the follow-up really does pay massive dividends. Stop trying to recruit round pegs to go to square holes. Get the right person for the right job. And that's exactly what we do with item number 7 there. And item number 8, CZ6 lead generation and marketing programs. We've got a range of people on our team, on our PDC team, that do funnels, websites, lead generation, telemarketing, social media posting, and of course SEO optimization. We've got all of those things we can bring to the table for you. So if you're interested, if you're keen, if you're serious about growing your business, just like so many of these others, particularly if you've between 5 million and 100 million plus, and you've got 5 salespeople or more, then reach out and say, Lee, help us. What would you do to help our companies get the same results that you have with these types of people? We'd love to be 40% up on last year and 176% of budget target too. Well, it all starts with a diagnostic and then beginning to have a discussion around how the CZ6 sales excellence system and the CZ6 sales management system can and will work for you just like it has for these others. Reach out. How do you do it? leefarnell.com. Where is it? Where's the website? Go to PDC, go to leefarnell.com. Either of these websites, you can reach out, touch base, or click the link in the box below. Of course, you've also got access, as I say, to the podcast, which also has links in it to contact. So there's a whole lot of resources we have to help you. Don't be stuck, break through, and get the same results these guys have. Thanks for watching. I'm Lee Farnell, and I'll see you in our next live stream.